Guess what I have? 2 tickets to the Orpheus Chamber Orchestra.
The Orpheus! Oh, Niles, nobody handles handle like they handle handle.
This is the first thing I've ever tried to conduct. And of course, it's a moot point because this orchestra is going to prove that the conductor is not necessary.
It's my special privilege to share tonight's event with this remarkable group of artists. And with great pleasure, I introduce
the Orpheus Chamber Orchestra will be making its own contribution.
Imagine, they play without a conductor.
Right?
I don't hear the D. I think still you have the D.
At the beginning?
At the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
The soloist seems to have a lot of fun too because they can talk directly to the orchestra instead of asking the maestro, the conductor, how about this, or would you consider mentioning this to the bassoon section or what have you. It's a very direct rapport. It's really like chamber music.
I've always admired that large sense of chamber music making. To be able to communicate musically immediately with the musicians and to be able to create this common energy.
It's a very, very new feeling for me. I have to be kind of conductor, but this orchestra is very special because they all tell what they think. They all make music together. It's not 4 or 5 principal musicians who tell the people what to do, but they are all one team, and everyone has ideas, and so it's a big teamwork. It's great work and a very flexible way of making music.
The standard quote in the States is, check your egos at the door. But I think that more appropriately would be check your insecurities at the door. Because there's so many people who try to push their way as a way of masking feelings of inadequacy. And I think that it's great to be around a lot of musicians who are so musically secure that anytime someone makes a suggestion, the only thing they consider is whether the suggestion is in the best interest of the music.
Orpheus has always had a marvelous reputation among composers, and I knew that it didn't use a conductor, that the orchestra didn't use a conductor, but it never occurred to me, this is a sort of silly thing, but it never occurred to me that there wouldn't be a conductor for my piece.
Every single player had a copy of the score down beside them on the floor, so every player knew what every other player had to play. As well as their own part, they knew what everyone else was doing, and so in that way it's just this single entity. It's not a group of separate musicians. They're playing together as one.
Yeah, it's like a big noisy family. I mean, that's the way it feels. They're all kind of interacting and talking loudly to each other and arguing about this, that, and the other, but they're extremely gracious to the guest in the room.